Another item that has pissed me off this week is this self-righteous holier-than-thou crusade against modern progressives. And yes, I'm looking at you, Bill Maher. Here's the reality, Bill. We don't give a fat baby's dick that you met with Donnie and you decided to say, honestly, he's not that bad. At this point, don't rub the brown stuff off of your nose because we know that your nose is firmly buried up Donnie's ass. And by the way, if you want to criticize Zelensky on how he dressed at the White House, I give you fucking Exhibit A to your bosom buddy Kid Rock. You criticized Zelensky, but you didn't criticize the Walmart cowboy. Now, you seem to have a problem with the left. When you firmly take the stance on both sides are bad, you stand for nothing. Now, as a personality, you're cooked. You've completely demolished your image. You went after Geraldo Rivera when he said that Donnie's been nice to him and his family. You said, who gives a shit? This man is a maniac. But you finally get to meet him and now the roles are reversed? I supported Barack Obama, I supported Joe Biden, and they didn't invite me to the White House. Spare me the woe is me. So this week you had this whole segment about retake the flag. We're referencing a poll that says basically 1 out of 4 people are proud to be Americans. And another very large portion of people are embarrassed to be Americans. I would play the clip, but I don't want to look at that smug, smiling, shit-sniffing face of his. Maher, a Democrat, not really, has grown increasingly critical of the party's progressive wing, frequently pushing back against what he describes as the woke culture and often throws jabs on both sides of the aisle, taking aim at President Trump and Republican figures as well. Well, isn't that just nice, doing the bare minimum? The scale of the Republican Party's triumph in November, taking the White House, flipping the Senate, and maintaining control of the House has sparked widespread soul-searching within the Democratic Party over what went wrong and how to rebuild. Democratic leaders have come under criticism from within, some for pushing the party too far left. Too far left? It's a small number of people pushing for progressive stuff, but it's still ran by the old guard. Things are really good here in 1997. What the fuck are you talking about? Maher said this idea of lack of patriotism and American identity is a serious problem for the Democrats, citing polling that shows less than 1 in 4 Democrats under 30 say they are proud to be an American, 54% say they are embarrassed by it. What part of that is bad, Bill? We want our country to be better? People are unconstitutionally being removed from this country who either have legal status or are being removed for speech. Now, you have the privilege of being in a nice, cozy studio, but some that just happen to have the wrong skin color or the wrong viewpoint, apparently that gets you taken out of the country. You have a platform and the privilege where you can call this out, so you don't get to gaslight Democrats for wanting to be more progressive or to state that what is currently going on is fucked up. You mentioned during the campaign last year that we just went with the transgender and the LGBTQ stuff and all this stuff. Nobody made it an issue except the other side of the aisle. They spent hundreds of millions of dollars campaigning on they are for they, them, and not you. The Harris Walz campaign was camo, flags, and hey, I possibly own a pew-pew. Our problem is people like you saying that we need to get with reality when you are completely ignoring reality. It is 2025, and this regime is trying to take us to 1955, if not worse. So I disrespectfully disagree with your stance on the left. You are a front-running opportunist. So much like most of the boomers today, you need to step the fuck aside. Please continue to piss and moan about young people. The left is too woke. By the way, if Americans thinking that it's fucked up what's going over in Gaza is woke, then color me woke. We're not pro-Hamas. We're pro-innocent people not getting unalived.